Alright, Dear Esther, Landmark Edition. I guess it's like a walking simulator kind of deal. Well, I don't have any clue what's it about otherwise, so let's just go straight in. The director's commentary? No. Alright, The Lighthouse. By the way, have you seen The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe?
Dear Esther.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
The gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands. 300 years later, even they have departed.
Oh my god, it actually kind of looks like The Lighthouse. Alright. Well. Okay, why do I immediately hear some woman moaning in the distance? Oh, he just like... Okay, hold on. Actually, I didn't look at the controls at all. So, like... Oh, there isn't... Jesus Christ. That's literally own... This is... It's the most hardcore walking simulator I've ever seen. You literally own it. So how's... Okay, this is Zoom. Got it. Alright. Bunch of mess. Where's that woman moaning? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Hebridean history. Not much here, really. Oh. Oh, it's like a... some sort of element or something. I cannot open any doors, I can only stare at them very intently. Alright, I guess we're not doing anything here. Well, okay. So where do we go? Alright. It's an insurmountable obstacle. Let's go other way. So, like, I have literally no clue what's exactly gonna be happening. This game. God, now I kind of... God, can I kill myself by falling down? Alright. Oh.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him.
Oh.
How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later.
What?
The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
Wait, you let me go through this cave and then... What? Alright. Okay. Can we Skyrim this? Oh! Seems we cannot Skyrim this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. My knees! Alright, we're fine. This is fine. I need to enjoy this leisurely experience while I can before I delve.
In the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
Before I delve into the insanity that's gonna be Age of Empires 4. Tune in to that as well, if you're there. Alright. Oh my god. Stars! So many stars! Streamer mad! So far the game is kinda like, I don't know, very poetic? Very melancholic? Which is something I definitely don't dislike. I like the vibe. It's a very nice looking game as well.
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during the moment of impact? When we were torn loose from our moorings and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, did it first break surface then?
I don't know, God, I don't want to say the word, because it's kind of overused these days, but...
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid, or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Alright. So now it's definitely getting sort of like Lovecraftian. That was the word I was dreading to use. Definitely very...
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
I see a boat. If that's a boat. Oh, we made our way to the other side of the lighthouse, it seems. Oh, that's the cave. Okay, now I can get to it, it seems. Probably?
Dear Esther.
Oh, hello.
I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet, Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Hold on, let's see what's over here maybe first. Oh, although you know what? That's probably gonna be just an alternate way to get here. Remember the stairs where we climbed them? There was another way so along the shore of the island. I betcha that that's where that path ends up. Well, this is where the path ends up. Let me just God, is there no sprint button? All right. Look. I think it's safe to say that we're supposed to get to the cave. So we're gonna go to the cave. Okay. I'm ready to be spooked.
This hermit, this seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why,
Holy
asked
shit.
the farmers. Why, asked Jakobsen. Why bother with your visions at all, if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and
Yeah.
let it close in behind you and
Why?
seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
Huh. Okay. One of these. Look, I wasn't very good at chemistry in high school. So I have no clue what that's supposed to be. I know some more clever people that would know that. Too bad you're stuck with me. So hold on, is there nothing to... Okay, I guess there's nothing. I guess there's absolutely nothing. Huh. So this... Can we go into the water? Oh. Oh, you need to like... Okay, I see. Just don't let go. Interesting. So now we can either, well, now we can A, reach the boat, and B, reach the other side of the lighthouse. But I'm sure, just come on, stay afloat. I don't. How did you? What? What is? But he just keeps sinking. Alright, I guess I'm not supposed to go towards the boat. I guess that's the... It's kind of weird though. Well, now just... What? This game confuses me. I'm pretty sure that a walking simulator shouldn't do that to you.
Come back.
What? Okay. The game was like, no, stop it. You don't understand. That's not what you're supposed to do. So, okay, I don't see any other way to get there other than water. So I guess we're actually supposed to go this way after all.
He still maintains he wasn't
Okay.
drunk, but tired. I can't make the judgment or the distinction anymore. I was drunk when I landed here, and tired too. I walked up the cliff path in near darkness and camped in the bay where the trawler lies beached. It was only at dawn that I saw the bothy and decided to make my temporary lodgings there. I was expecting just the aerial and a transmitter stashed in a weatherproof box somewhere on the mount. It had an air of uneasy permanence to it. Like all the other buildings here, erosion seems to have evaded it completely.
God, you know, here's the thing. This is like, I know it's supposed to be like ugly or like maybe like depressing, desolate, desperate, whatever. But this is the kind of weather I just absolutely adore. Just like this windy, ugly gray sky. Just, you know, just elements against you, really. You know what? I'm gonna guess I'm not supposed to go there. That's probably where the shore path leads to. Tam tam ta tam. The game is very pretty. It doesn't have like the textures are a little bit low res, you know. They aren't exactly the nicest thing you've ever seen in the game, in a game, I mean. But it's very, very nicely put together. Terrain and stuff. I like that. And like I said, this kind of weather is just like, yes. Oh yeah, you see that? You see that sun? That like gray, dim sun. That's what I like. Because I'm a, I don't know. I'm a nihilistic asshole. Hold on. Keep walking. Just okay. Now, if this isn't hidden loading screen. Although, like, what would the game be loading? Seems like the entire game is literally just this one island. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're loading.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Probably gonna get to the ship, but... Oh, never mind. It seems the path is leading to it anyway. Music is very nice. Oh yeah, that's the shit. Yeah. Ugly, grey, dimmed out sun.
All night the boy has kept me lucid.
Hidden by clouds. That's the shit.
When I was at the very edge of despair, when I thought I would never unlock the secret of the island, I sat at the edge and I watched the idiot boy blink through the night.
Don't call me
He's
idiot.
mute, and he's retarded, and he has no thought in his metal head but
Jesus.
to blink each wave and each minute aside until the morning comes and renders him blind as well as deaf-mute. In many ways, we have much in common.
This is really turning Lovecraftian in more ways than just, you know, weird sea shit happening. Can I walk across this? Nope, I cannot. We can walk through, but where does it take us? To the same damn place. What's the point? Alright, we're probably supposed to go that way. Let me just see if there's anything at all worthwhile here. Let me just take a peek. Just gander. Let me gaze upon this pointless part of the map. Yep.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Wait, what? Oh my god, this is some crazy man talk. So that's probably the... yeah. Okay. Probably the... god, what? The transmitter tower, whatever. The antenna. Antenna. Alright. Oh man, you know what? Just put me on this island. Give me like a long coat and shawl and you know, and a coat with like tall. God, what do
I had kidney stones, and
anyway.
you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
This is gonna be one of those games for which I'm gonna need like a video explaining what the hell is going on. Oh my god, there's a hole.
Is this what Paul saw through his windscreen? Not Lot's wife looking over her shoulder, but a scar in the hillside, falling away to black forever.
Well, you know, it's here. The big mountain anus is here, so we might as well.
Come back.
That's a no from the game. Alright. Well, we tried. We definitely tried. Ta-da-da. The game's... the music stopped, but the music is still in my head, actually. Da-da-dum-dum, da-da, da-da-dum-dum, da-da-dum-dum, da-da. Oh. New music!
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side.
Uh-huh.
I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft, and understood that I must go up and then find the way under.
Alright.
I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there.
Oh.
I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
What? I had no clue that this would really straight up turn into... if this guy actually turns into some sort of... something else. This definitely isn't what I expected. I mean, I'm not sure what I expected. I literally didn't read up on anything about this game, other than, you know, it being obviously walking simulator. So I have really no clue what...
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s.
It's a plot.
By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it.
It's
There's
a
no one
sad
to carve
story.
white lines into the cliff for him either.
Da 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 da. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, really, to be honest.
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary, the bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes. Donnelly's book, stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
Okay. I mean, I suppose this game isn't really the type of game where you would discover some sort of secrets, right? So there's probably no point in like trying to discover some weird shit that's hiding in here. So, do we follow the railing? Or can we go? I think we can. Yeah, I think we need to go down. Yep. Oh. There's a gravestone of sorts. Alright. Oh god. No, my instincts want me to jump, but... Alright. It's a walking simulator. It's a hardcore one as well. So you cannot even jump over obstacles. We need to walk around them. So I thought we would be, like, trying to reach the... Oh. Well, that's probably how we reach it. So yeah, anyway, give me like a long coat with tall collars.
In a footnote,
Collars?
the editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes.
What? I think we're dealing with a bunch of psychos here. As always.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick. They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails. Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the Bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
Interesting. So it's only... I'm not very... I know I like the game. I can't say that I'm getting exactly what's happening. Jakobson, some sort of weird shepherd going insane here, but also this island is half imagined or something. What the fuck did I just hear? I guess... So I guess we are also kind of insane. It's a weird one. It's one of those games that isn't like straight up scary.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken.
Oh, I
It's clearly
didn't.
infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Alright, I take back my remark about this game not being straight up scary. I think it just did that exactly. I was trying to say that it was more like this feeling of unease. But that fucking voice or whatever that was supposed to be. That was weird. Okay, I don't know. Are they gonna give me something for going all the way here? Oh, there's like a suitcase. Nothing. Alright. Well, let's go towards this scary noises. What could go wrong? Right? Okay. Yeah, now it's gonna get scary, I think. Okay. The only way is down. It's nice. Straight into loading screen.
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Yep, this game has sure gotten weird. I guess I was spot on with that Lovecraftian remark, whatever. So I kind of blanked there. All right, straight into a spoopy cave. With these fluorescent mushrooms and moss. I'm sure it's gonna be just fine. Shit, 2 bats. Well, I gotta try it. Oh, they might lead to the same place. What the... Alright. Let's take the other path.
It was as if someone had taken the car and shaken it like a cocktail.
Oh, there. Oh, okay.
The glove compartment had been opened and emptied with the ashtrays and the boot. It made for a crumpled museum, a shattered exhibition.
I'm gonna sneeze, I think. So, turns out there's only one way, and this is just like a... Yeah, like you said. Like a little museum of weird-ass pictures. Well, let's go. Well, I guess we're going in. Turns out we are just fine. I'm trying to be very cinematic with these turns. Slow turns. There's nothing, I guess. Oh, okay. Okay, fine. We're fine. Good. We made it. Oh my god, look at that cinematic turn. It's amazing. God, this is... This is turning into like Annihilation, the movie with Natalie Portman. Hold on. Hold on. No, sorry. From XCOM to XCOM. Yeah. But after this, we're gonna play Age of Empires 4. So, yeah. The game is currently downloading, so in the meantime, we're playing this, which, by the way, it might look or seem calm, but it's taking a kind of a Lovecraftian turn.
I'm traversing my own death throes. The infection in my leg is an oil rig that dredges black muck up from deep inside my bones.
Jesus Christ.
I swallow fistfuls of diazepam and paracetamol to stay conscious. The pain flows through me like an underground sea.
You have great internet, man. Well, I had to limit the bandwidth that Steam can use for the download. But look, I'm using, like, streaming is using mostly upload and, you know, downloading game is obviously mostly download. What is this Lovecraft, man? Are you being sarcastic? H.P. Lovecraft. He's like a writer. Either end of 19th century or early 20th century. You know, Call of Cthulhu and all that weird stuff. Fear of the unknown, of the strange, of the alien. It's, you know, lots of like sea and ocean themes and like what lurks beneath the ocean. Oh god, what's happening? Oh, that's Lovecraft. Very influential. Kind of a xenophobe in real life. But it's kind of interesting how his like downright irrational fears influenced his work. The only HP I know is the computer company. That and also hit points. Okay, look, on the off chance that you're actually being serious, just Google H.P. Lovecraft, you know. And, you know, you'll find out what it's all about. Pretty much. Tentacles, ocean, deep space, transformation of body, maybe. Strange of fear of the unknown, once again. And all that stuff. I'm gonna try to climb this. Nope. And I need to do this. Alright.
This cannot be the shaft they threw the goats into. It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
Behold Damascus taken. Oh, Damascus is taken. Okay, somebody went straight up insane here. Away from being a city? What? Find it? What? Something be can't read the rest. Not sure what that is. Why does Squidward look like this? Are you looking up Cthulhu images? Okay. Yeah. He died early. It's kind of... I think it's kind of a thing with these, let's call it maybe controversial authors that were in some way kind of mentally, you know, somewhere else, let's call it that. Well, the only way... Oh, never mind. Oh, well, never mind. You can't even... Okay. Oh shit, we're... Oh. Yeah, this is totally Lovecraftian. I know that Robert E. Howard, who wrote Conan the Barbarian, also died like, I don't know, 35 years old or something. And he was like, yeah, he also wasn't exactly mentally healthy. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So that happened. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it, considering how influential he is. I would say even more these days, really. But like a lot of sci-fi movies, at least like have some sort of themes connected to his work. So like obviously Alien. Nah man, I don't read, I just buy Michael Jordan's shoes and shut the fuck up. I mean, hey, if that makes you happy, go for it. Oh my, yeah, this is... Now we have the giant moon in the skies. But no, but you might see like Lovecraftian influence in something like Alien or The Thing. I've mentioned Annihilation, which is more like an early movie. That sort of stuff. Bloodborne, for example, has a lot of Lovecraftian stuff. This Cthulhu motherfucker wakes up, we're all gonna see real Squid Game. Yeah, that's right.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
Okay. Calm down, sir. Calm down. Metallica actually has a song called Call of Cthulhu, which is literally like, I guess, a musical translation of how that would look or feel. Well, that doesn't lead anywhere. It's an instrumental song, by the way. He weird as fuck? Who? Lovecraft or Cthulhu? Oh, Cthulhu, yeah. Oh, I mean, that's not all. Like, you can look up, like, I don't know, Google something like top 10 Lovecraftian monsters or something. And you'll find out that Cthulhu is actually amongst the most normal ones from his mythos. Like that thing of pirates. Oh yeah, the Kraken or Kraken.
I find each step harder and heavier. I drag Donnelly's corpse on my back across these rocks, and all I hear are his whispers of guilt, his reminders, his burnt letters, his neatly folded clothes. He tells me I was not drunk at all.
Okay. Just some woman, it seems. More chemistry. Oh, the horror. We still haven't been to the top of the... Well, to the transmitter, or whatever that is. It seems there is a pathway leading up there. This guy is writing about sci-fi far before it became popular. Yeah. I haven't actually read much of his work. But yeah, he's a... Wait, this is where I... Yeah, okay. Is it the same thing? Yeah. Cthulhu having sex with... Alright, well, now you're pulling up stuff that I don't even know about. But hey, I'm telling you, Google something like I said, like top 10 Lovecraftian monsters or whatever, something like that. And there is some much weirder stuff out there he wrote about. Rule 34. Oh, well, okay. That checks out then. Everything's alright. South Park even had a episode with Cthulhu in it.
There were chemical stains on the tarmac. The leak of air conditioning, brake fluid and petrol. He kept sniffing at his fingers as he sat by the roadside, waiting as if he couldn't quite understand or recognize their smell. He said he'd been traveling back from a sales conference in Exeter. He'd stopped for farewell drinks earlier, but had kept a careful eye on his intake. You could hear the sirens above the idling traffic.
You searched, that's what you searched, and Rule 34 came up. From heaven shone around him. Oh, a light from heaven shone around him. Okay. As the Thoth, yeah. They all have weird names like that. Oh god. Who is singing? If he wakes up, we're fucked. What does he do? I don't remember them, by the way.
Here,
Also,
I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
well, that's weird. He dreams, and if he wakes up, the universe ends. Yeah, so there's stuff like that. I think there's one like who has like 1,000 eyes and like sees everything or something like that. I think there's something like that. And also, so that's like the common theme in Lovecraft's works. You know, the constant paranoia that somebody's watching you, or somebody's like waiting for you in the shadows, lurking. It's like constant unease and fear of what's to come. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Some X, okay. Wait, so are we going into the water? Is this what's happening? Oh yeah, that's my fleet. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna sink. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a way up there. Oh. It seems. But yeah, Lovecraft is like very influential. These days especially. But like straight up adaptations of his work are pretty scarce. Scarce, whatever. There was a movie with Nick Cage. God, what is it called? Color from Space, I think. Yeah, so that's like straight up adaptation of his work. Strongest one is Azathoth. What is this? Are they like Pokemon now?
When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they resuscitated him by hitting him in the chest with stones gathered by the roadside. He was lifeless for 21 minutes, certainly long enough for the oxygen levels in his brain to have decreased and caused hallucinations and delusions of transcendence. I'm running out of painkillers, and the moon has become almost unbearably bright.
You can see his influence in modern works. Yeah, definitely. Yes, we all want to know who the strongest Pokemon in the universe is. Cthulhu is the best. Oh, Azathoth is the strongest, though. God, I can just hear myself shouting nonsense like that about Pokemon when I was little. Arceus. What does he do? Yep, we're definitely going up there. He's the god of Pokemon. Oh wait, isn't that the bird? That's a description for like 500 Pokemon, but he's a bird, right? Isn't he the one like Ash sees like in like episode 2 or something? Just flying randomly through the skies? Or is that someone else?
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
And as he was proceeding on his journey... No, he's Superman! Oh, it's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman! Oh, there's another one. Yeah, there was a time when I remembered all 150 Pokemon. I was so proud of myself. And he... What? He was...
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Okay, look, if the devs want me to read this, they better like give me some better place to read it from. Lovecraft Country. The fuck is this? It's getting weird out there. I definitely would recommend you read some of his stuff. Like, a lot of his stories are quite short. So, you know, you can just look them up. You can read something like Dagon, which is literally like 7 pages long, but it will give you a pretty good impression of
Returning to my car
how his
afterwards,
work.
hands still shaking, and a head split open by the impact. Goodbye to tearful aunts and traumatized uncles. Goodbye to the phenomenal. Goodbye to the tangible. Goodbye Wolverhampton. Goodbye Sanford. Goodbye Cromer. Goodbye Damascus. This cliff path is slippery in the dew. It is hard to climb with such an infection. I must carve out the bad flesh and sling it from the aerial. I must become infused with the very air.
Like realistic fiction? Well, that's that, I guess. The Mein Kampf was about a camp. What was that? Oh, yes, that. Well, it's, you know. Look, I haven't read it, so, I mean, it's potentially about some sort of camps. Just not the friendly one. Friendly kind. Oh, I didn't read it. Oh, whatever. Alright. So we're sick with like syphilis or something. We're carving out the bad flesh. Cool. Throwing it off the cliff. It's nice. Like, how do you... I mean, I guess it's semi-readable from here, but Jesus.
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago.
God damn it.
He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
Alright. With me, where with me? That, where with me? Came in, okay, I don't know. Oh boy. Getting wild up here. Damascus. What I like about Lovecraft is that, it doesn't have to be always like these space monsters with tentacles and stuff. It can be more subtle, like this game seems to be, at least to me. Just like this weirdness in the air. Something strange happening.
I have run out of places to climb. I will abandon this body and take to the air.
Will you now? Oh,
Dear
cutscene.
Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, But who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jacobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Well, down we go. Oh my god, we're actually a bird. What? Come back. No clue what's happening in this game. Here's our fleet.
Come back.
Okay. That was strange. But I guess that was the goal. So can we skip this? Oh. Huh. So yeah, I'd be lying if I said that I knew or that I had a good grasp on what the story was all about. I guess like the shepherd went insane on the island, and then they came then they like came to the island as well and went insane as I have no idea what happened there. Huh. It was weird. I might want to read something about something on this game. Oh my god, these credits without any music are making me nervous. But yeah, I mean, but it's funny how you can like something even though you don't really understand what's actually trying to tell you. I just like got the vibe. The overall vibe was very nice For me, at least. Made with Unity. Here we go. Oh, based on the 2007 mod by the Chinese Room. Huh. This game was shorter than my patience for a broke boy. Who's broke boy? Yeah, it's a shorter game. Well, it's a walking simulator, and those tend to be pretty short. I think it's a good thing though. These kinds of games don't really work too well when they drag out for too long. So yeah. Well, that was Dear Esther.